Hi, so we're on to the week 9 of the capstone project. And what I learned this week is primarily how Webpack works, because I did a lot of optimization in terms of the production configuration and development configuration to improve our build and development. And another thing I did is really adding a new feature, basically a new query about the word counts by the user. And another thing I did is I split the Webpack configuration for the development and the production, so that really improve the speed for the production web page. And lastly, previously, our development for the front end is really slow because every time we reload the page, the change doesn't show up as we develop. It requires a lengthy compile time. By adding live reload using Webpack server, they improved the development feedback loop significantly. Okay, so I'll just walk through the code. So I want to start with the Webpack configuration. Instead of having one single file for the config, I actually split it into two files. The production file specifies the build is in production. What Webpack does underneath is really minifies the JavaScript file and compile in a way such that it loads really fast and really performance. So the web page, our production web page, are really fast. And what development configuration does is specify the mode is in development, so that it opens up the source map for the code. So the source code are much easier to view by the developers. It really helps with debugging. And another thing I did is add the dev server. What it does is it uses port 3000 instead of our production port 8080. And what happens is by enable hot reloading and inline reloading, as you develop the components, for example, React components, and the change actually shows up live in the port 3000. And all the data are loaded from the Spring Boot backend on the port 80 by using proxy. So what it does really enable us to develop the component very fast, where before you make a change, you have to wait 1 minute for compile and reload, but now you can see the changes instantly. So I'll just show all the changes here. And you can see we have a new query here, user by word counts. We have the word counts by each user, the chart, the CSV file. So everything just works as the previous query. And this is actually on the production domain, so port 8080. So if we take a look at the React dev tool, it shows us the production build of the React. And if you open the source code, you can see that the JavaScript file are really minified. So it's really hard to read, but what happens is it's really fast for the browser to load. So that's a good thing. And this is our the development local host. So it's on port 3000. So what this does is instead of having, before you have to recompile everything, if we make changes here, for example, we add several new view buttons, and you can see without reloading, the changes showed up instantly. So that's really a good thing, right? So if we just remove them, so the developer can really develop really fast and really help my teammates out with this one. So next week is a crunch time, so really will speed up our development cycle. And another thing is if you inspect the source code, you can see the JavaScript code are in a more readable format. It's another benefit, easier for debugging. Okay, I think that's all for this week, and thanks for listening.